What's going on, guys? It's Wanna Coffee, and welcome to YTGamers News. And today we got some great and interesting stories for you, so shall we get started? Okay, so the first story today is Call of Duty Season Pass trailer was released, and today they showed a couple of things that were new. All of the names of the DC were announced today, and they spell Odin. Oh, Infinity Ward, you're so clever. Basically, the four DLC names are Onslaught, Devastation, Invasion, and Nemesis. So that's what you can be looking forward to in Call of Duty Ghost. The season pass is $49.99, and it comes with not just the DLCs, but also the Team Leader personalization pack and the Freefall dynamic map. So you can you can get that for $49.99 and content first on Xbox One and 360, I believe. Okay. Second in the news today is that PlayStation 4 launch boosts the PS Vita sales. So basically, for those of you who don't know, the PS Vita can be used as a second device for the PlayStation 4. I believe you can actually play your PS4 games on the Vita over a Wi-Fi connection, so I think you'd have to be on the same network. But basically, sales are up 68% just during the PS4 launch week alone. So this is good for Sony. The PS Vita came out in 2011, and sales weren't always doing so well. That Sony threw in PSP sales just to kind of like boost what the numbers were for the device. Also in the news today was that we finally we knew about this at E3, but now we finally get a kind of like a time frame that Xbox will be launching its first original TV series in 2014, early 2014. This is by the Xbox Entertainment Studios, and basically this first series is a documentary that will investigate events surrounding the 1983 burial of 1 million copies of the E.T. game that Atari made, which is famously known for being very unsuccessful and not living up to the movie. So basically, that's what they're doing. Still no time frame though on when the Halo TV series, produced I believe by Spielberg. No date on that, but that's the one I'm really looking forward to. I think it's supposed to. If it has anything, if it's like Forward Unto Dawn, it's gonna be, I think, something very interesting to watch because I enjoyed that Forward Unto Dawn series to help promote Halo 4. Also in the news, and kind of something we might do later on this newscast, is talk about esports. Kind of like other newscasts, like on TV, they talk about sports. Well, we're gonna talk about esports. But what's coming to question is competitive gaming or esports. Is it a real sport? And just I think earlier this week on HBO's Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. Basically, they had a panel. One lady was a host, or not a host, but she's a news anchor on CNN, and she was actually more for it. But I think about out of the 7 people there, maybe 5 considered esports as like a joke. They were making fun of the people that were in the stands watching, or as they were watching the League of Legends LCS. And, well, while they may be making fun of it, the numbers are staggering. Not only did they dismiss cyber athletes and their profession, but, they ridiculed saying, like, oh, how many of those people watching are Star Trek convention goers? But, the cash pools for $1 million, so their team of 5, that is $200,000 each. Plus, 20 million viewers watch the event live on the internet, which some TV shows, most I think football sports get 20 something, maybe even more than 20, but a lot of sports don't get 20 million viewers even on television. So you may consider it a joke, but it looks like esports are becoming, a real thing. Maybe you don't see it as a sport because there's supposed to be an athletic ability, but you do have to focus, you have to pay attention, you have to, really get in the zone. Because if you've ever played a game and you really want to win, you can't just like go in there as a joke. You need practice. Not everyone's good at a game, so it also is a skill. And as far as news goes, there's also kind of the tying with the esports thing that the U.S. gave a professional athlete's visa to a South Korean StarCraft player. I believe this is the second one the U.S. has done. The first was in August, and just recently on December 9th, the U.S. gave a professional athlete's visa to a 23-year-old South Korean StarCraft player. And so you're thinking, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, so even the U.S. government's recognizing professional gaming. But there was kind of a controversy about, in South Korea, you have to serve in the military. Because, for those of you who don't know, there's the North Korea, and, North and South Korea are at odds, and technically their war never ended. There was only a ceasefire in 1953. So, by coming here as a professional athlete, he's avoiding deployment in the military. Now, they're not saying he's never going to be in the military, but he's delaying it. So, some people are calling him a hero for, making esports and pro gaming, kind of like seen as something that's really popular, that's something that should be taken seriously. And others are saying, you should serve your duty as your country. So basically, that's your gaming news today for YT Gamers, December 20th. I'm Awana Coffee. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments on how to improve the show, please leave them in the comment section. This is a new show, things are still changing. I'm sure if you watched yesterday's episode, you could see a bunch of different things that have already changed. I looking into the camera more. I'm more upbeat, not so stiff, standing still, blah, 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 blah. And I was told not to read anything, which I think makes sense. Now, I still have to read stuff in a sense that I'm reading, like behind me. I'd show you, but I really can't move this camera. I just have, like, little points, like 20 million viewers, $100 million. And then, like, I remember the rest of my, the rest of my stuff. So I think this format works more, but if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Check out YTGamers.com if you haven't so. It's it is the best community for online gamers on YouTube. And even if you're not making videos on YouTube, it's a good way to connect with other people. And check out YTGamers Network, which is really the best YouTube network for anyone who wants to make gaming videos. You get better RPM, you get a better revenue split, which other networks don't do. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Awana Coffee. Stay tuned for your following news tomorrow here on YT Gamer.